NBA 2K24 is around the corner, and I just found a Victor Wembanyama build that's going to break the game. Now, obviously, you cannot make a 7'5" build in NBA 2K24, and the 7'3" is going to be a little bit too slow, but this 7'1" Wemby build is absolutely broken. So first of all, you're going to set the position to center and the height to 7'1", and from there, you're going to go ahead and put the weight on 220 pounds and the wingspan to 7'1" as well. And trust me, when you see the attributes of this build, you are going to be absolutely shocked. Because to start it off, in the finishing section, he gets a 94 close shot, an 86 driving layup, an 81 driving dunk, and a 90 standing dunk. And with those exact attributes in the finishing category, you're going to be getting a ton of Hall of Fame badges. And on top of that, you get standing contact dunks. Now, the shooting is where this build gets absolutely crazy because he gets a 93 mid-range and an 86 three-pointer at 7'1", which is insane. And a lot of people are going to be wondering why the mid-range is so high, and the reason for that is because post fades are under the mid-range category, meaning you're going to be able to hit a ton of post fades and post hops with this build. And with that 86 three-pointer, you're going to be able to hit from Limitless and get a ton of Hall of Fame shooting badges. Next up is going to be the ball handling category, where as you can see, you're going to get a 70 passing accuracy, which isn't the best, but you are a 7'1" center, a 68 ball handle, so you're not going to be the worst in terms of handling the ball, and then obviously a 58 speed with ball. And defensively is where this build continues to show how elite it is, because you get an 80 interior defense, and you get a 96 block, which is absolutely insane. You're going to be getting great defensive badges with this, and nobody's going to be scoring on you in the paint. And of course, as you guys can see, it does have a 65 defensive rebound, which does seem like an issue. But the only thing I will say about that is when you're being 7'1", you're going to be going against most players at a shorter height than you. And as long as you can box out and you go ahead and use your positioning correctly, it will hold it down. But there probably is ways that you can tweak this build to go ahead and get that defensive rebound higher. And when the game fully comes out, I will probably do that myself. But this build is still not done because we do have the physicals category, which as you can see, we're going to be getting a 67 speed and a 60 acceleration, which is what they max out at 7'1". And then again, in terms of the strength here, it does look very low, and you can try to go ahead and again tweak this build to get that higher. Me personally, if I was making this build myself, I would lower the shooting a lot. Even though the shooting makes the build super good, I would probably lower that three-pointer down to about a 78 and the mid-range down to about an 82. And with that, you will be able to go ahead and upgrade your defensive rebound and your strength, and that's what I would probably do. And if you guys are looking to make this build, I would probably tell you guys to do that as well. Again, I was not invited to Community Day, so I did not make this specific build, but this is definitely one of the best builds I've seen so far, and I think if you use this build as a template and just change some of the things that I talked about in this video around, like going ahead and lowering the shooting a little bit, which the build will still be able to shoot, but obviously it's going to be a little bit lower, and you go ahead and use those attributes to upgrade the defensive rebound and the strength, I think the build will go from an 8 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10 build. At 7'1", this is going to be an elite post scorer that can shoot threes from Limitless, can block shots at the rim with a 96 block, and rebound very well. So again, if you can get that rebounding and that strength up, this build is going to be absolutely unstoppable. Again, the biggest thing I will say about this build, honestly, is the strength, because if you are making a post scorer, you do not want to have that 55 strength, and I think as long as you get it to at least a 70 or 75, I think you'll be fine, and you can definitely do that if you lower down that three ball to about a 78 and the mid-range down to about an 80 to 82, but again, even with that close shot, as you guys can see at a 94, you're going to be able to hit post hooks very easily, and then the mid-range is where you can go ahead and get those post fades to hit. So that's how you're going to want to go ahead and use this build. But with all that being said, make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be posting more NBA 2K24 builds leading up to the release date and obviously when the game drops as well. All I do is literally sit here and try to make and find the best builds for you guys. So make sure you sub up and like this video and go ahead and send this to a friend that should make this build in NBA 2K24. Send them to the link to this video and they can go ahead and make this build. Hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'm out of here, boys. Peace out. If you guys did make it this far into the video, comment the word Wemby and I will like and reply to every comment that says Wemby to see who the loyals are as usual. Comment Wemby and I will like and reply to your comment. Peace out, boys.